99% of cruisers don't realize they're playing right into the cruise line's hands. From overpriced drinks and fake limited-time sales to Wi-Fi upsells and cabin tricks, these companies are experts at draining your wallet while making you think you're getting a deal. But the top 1% of smart travelers know how to spot the gimmicks and flip the script. In this video, I'll share 13 insider tricks that save you serious money and frustration while giving you more time to actually enjoy your vacation. And trust me, tip number 3 is a money-saving hack that even shocked me when I first learned it. Let's jump right in, starting with number 12, because this one exposes a dining secret that could save you $40 every time you sit down to eat. And before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss new cruise hacks that keep your money in your pocket. Number 12. Specialty dining upsell pressure. Here's a dining secret the cruise lines really don't want you to know. They'll push you hard toward their specialty restaurants, steakhouses, sushi bars, fancy venues, because those meals run $50 to $60 per person. And if you're traveling with family or a group, that bill adds up fast. But here's the insider trick. You don't actually need to book the specialty restaurant to enjoy those premium dishes. In most cases, the main dining room offers the exact same cuts of steak, lobster tail, or even a perfectly cooked filet mignon for around $20. That's less than half the price, without the hassle of reservations, dress codes, or upsell pressure. So while most cruisers are handing over $120 a couple for a steakhouse dinner, the savvy 1% are sitting at the same table, ordering the same food, and paying a fraction of the cost. That's money the cruise lines would rather you didn't know how to save. Number 11. Limited time sales that never end. Let's talk about one of the biggest marketing gimmicks at sea, the so-called limited time sale. Cruise lines love to bombard you with emails and banners saying, "Hurry, this deal ends tonight," or "Flash sale, book now before prices jump." Sounds urgent, right? The truth? These sales never really end. Once the clock runs out, they just recycle the exact same offer with a slightly new name, or they simply extend the deadline as if they're doing you a favor. Here's how you outsmart it. Don't panic book just because of a timer. Take your time, compare prices, and book when you're ready. I can tell you from years of cruising, I've never once been punished for waiting. The deals always come back around. So while 99% of cruisers are stressing to hit that fake deadline, the smart 1% know the sale will still be there tomorrow. Number 10. Cruise line transfers. Cruise line transfers sound convenient. Just pay for the shuttle and they'll take you straight from the airport to the ship. Easy, right? Well, not so fast. What they don't highlight is the price. These transfers often run $30 to $50 per person, each way. That means a couple could easily drop over $100 just for a basic ride to the port. And to make matters worse, you're stuck waiting until the bus fills up, which can waste an hour or more of your vacation before you even step on the ship. Here's how the savvy cruisers outsmart it. Skip the cruise line shuttle. Instead, use Uber, Lyft, or a local taxi. They're almost always cheaper if you're traveling with 2 or more people, and you'll get to the ship faster without waiting for a busload of passengers. So while most cruisers are packed shoulder to shoulder paying inflated rates, the smart travelers are already sipping a drink on board, with more cash still in their pocket. Number 9. Casino free play promotions. Cruise lines know exactly how to tempt you into the casino. They'll hand out free play credits, maybe $20, $50, sometimes even more, just to get you started. Sounds like a win, right? But here's the catch. Once you're playing with their money, the odds say you'll keep playing with your own. It's one of the oldest tricks in the book to get you hooked. And for most cruisers, that little freebie ends up costing hundreds in the long run. Here's how to outsmart it. Treat free play like a bonus, not an invitation to overspend. Set a strict budget before you ever walk in, and if you win, cash out early instead of chasing bigger jackpots. The cruise lines want you to keep feeding the machines, but the smart ones know when to walk away with their winnings and their wallet intact. Number 8. Wi-Fi upsells. Cruise lines love to brag about their new Starlink internet, promising faster speeds than ever before. And yes, it's better than it used to be, but here's the truth. It's still shared by thousands of passengers, and you're often paying premium prices for a service that can feel slower than your home Wi-Fi from 10 years ago. The trick is in the timing. If you wait a couple of days into your trip, many lines quietly lower the cost of their Wi-Fi packages as the cruise goes on. That means you can save a big chunk just by holding off instead of buying on day one. And if you really want to skip the charge altogether, most ports of call have cafes, restaurants, or even free hotspots where you can log on for little to nothing. So don't feel pressured into overpaying for cruise ship internet. With a little patience, you can stay connected for far less, or even free. Number 7. Overhyped balcony cabins. Balcony cabins are one of the cruise line's favorite upsells. They'll market them as absolutely essential, showing you beautiful views, private breakfasts on the veranda, and all the fresh air you could ever want. And sure, a balcony can be great, but here's the reality. On a short 3 or 4 day cruise, most people barely use them. Between exploring the ship, hitting shows, and heading into port, you'll spend only a few minutes out there. That's why it rarely makes sense to pay hundreds more just for a balcony on a short trip. Instead, book an interior or ocean view cabin, save the cash, and put that money toward excursions, drinks, or specialty dining you'll actually enjoy. Now, if you're sailing for a week or longer, the balcony becomes much more worthwhile because you'll have downtime to appreciate it. But for quick getaways, don't let the upsell pressure fool you. You won't miss it. And if you're enjoying these tips so far, go ahead and hit the like button. It lets me know to keep making more videos like this for you. Number 6. Bring your own drinks. One of the simplest ways to save money on a cruise is something most people overlook: bringing your own drinks. The major cruise lines actually allow each adult to bring a 12-pack of soda or non-alcoholic drinks, and usually a bottle of wine or champagne. On land, that 12-pack might cost you around $7. On board, the same sodas are sold for nearly $40 once you add up individual prices, and a $10 bottle of wine at home turns into $40 to $50 worth of pours on the ship. The smart move is to stock up before boarding and bring it with you on day one. Not only will you save a lot of money, but you'll also get to enjoy the exact brand you prefer instead of settling for whatever the ship carries. It's a small effort that pays off big, and it's perfectly within the rules. Number 5. Free champagne trap. Another big time waster on many cruises is the art auction. They lure you in with free champagne and the promise of a fun event. And yes, the drinks are real, but here's the catch. Once you sit down, you're stuck for an hour or more while the auctioneer works the crowd. Most of that time is spent hyping up overpriced pieces that passengers never planned to buy. For many, it's a double loss. Wasted vacation time and wasted money if they get pressured into bidding. The smart move? Pop in, grab a free glass of champagne, enjoy the buzz of the room, and then leave before the sales pitch drags on. That way, you get the perk without losing hours of your trip, or thousands of dollars on art you didn't really want. Number 4. Spa and wellness specials. One of the easiest places for cruise lines to upsell you is the spa. You'll see flyers slipped under your door, daily announcements, and smiling staff inviting you to try a treatment. And it all sounds tempting: massages, facials, detox wraps. But the price tags are shocking. A basic massage that might cost $70 on land suddenly jumps to $150 or more at sea. And remember, the cruise line takes a healthy cut of that price, so they're highly motivated to keep pushing it. But it's not just the cost that stings. It's the time. Those treatments can take up a big chunk of your afternoon. While you're locked away in a spa room, you're missing the best part of your cruise: exploring the ship, lounging by the pool, or enjoying the port you traveled hundreds of miles to see. The smarter move is to wait. On port days, when most passengers are off the ship, demand drops, and suddenly those same treatments are discounted by 30 to 40%. If you really want a massage, that's the time to book. You'll pay far less, get a more relaxed experience, and avoid wasting prime hours of your cruise on a sales-driven spa session. Number 3. Drink package trap. One of the biggest upsells you'll hear about before and during your cruise is the drink package. The pitch is simple. Pay one flat price and get unlimited cocktails, beers, sodas, and specialty coffees. Sounds like a great deal, right? The catch is, most packages require you to drink 6 to 8 beverages every single day just to break even. And that doesn't even count the days you're off the ship in port. The smarter play is to skip the pressure and buy drinks a la carte, especially if you're not a heavy drinker. Another option is to share within the rules. For example, one person gets the soda package, while the other sticks to water or coffee. And if you do want the package, wait until mid-cruise when discounts sometimes pop up. That way, you actually save instead of drinking more than you want just to justify the price. Number 2. Shore Excursion Guarantee. Sales pitch. Cruise lines love to promote their shore excursions with one big selling point. We won't leave without you. It sounds reassuring, almost like insurance against the ship sailing away while you're still on land. And yes, if your excursion runs late, the ship will wait. But here's the catch. Most excursions finish with hours to spare anyway. The risk of actually missing the ship is incredibly low if you're mindful of the time. That guarantee is really just a clever sales pitch to push their own excursions, which are usually more expensive and often more crowded than local options. The smarter move is to book independently. You'll save money, enjoy smaller groups, and have more flexibility to do exactly what you want. Just keep an eye on the clock, and you'll get the same peace of mind without paying the cruise line premium. Number 1. Cabin Power Card Trick. Here's a small but annoying trick many cruisers run into. On some ships, your cabin lights and power only work when you insert your key card into a slot by the door. It's designed as an energy-saving feature, but it can backfire. Leave your real key card in there, step outside for a minute, and suddenly you're locked out of your room with the lights still running. The easy fix is to bring an old gift card, hotel room key, or even a used rewards card from home. Pop it in the slot on day 1, and leave it there for the entire trip. That way your cabin has power whenever you need it, and you never risk getting locked out because your actual room key was stuck in the wall. Cruise lines are masters at getting you to waste both time and money on things you don't really need. But now you know 12 simple ways to outsmart those traps and cruise like a pro. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe for more insider tips that make your next vacation smoother and cheaper. Until next time, happy sailing.